General Hospital spoilers reveal that Sam McCall's loved ones are still trying to figure out how to live without her. It's going to be a huge adjustment for Sam's friends and family members, but moving on is the only option. Of course, having a funeral is often an important part of letting go. The arrangements are already being made for Sam's service, so that could help the people she cares about on their path to healing. Alexis Davis, Christina Corinthos Davis, Molly Lansing Davis, Danny Morgan, Scout Quartermain, Dante Falconeri, and many other PC residents will gather for a final farewell. We also have to consider the possibility that someone sinister could make an appearance. Will Sam's killer secretly attend her funeral? There's a good chance that Sam's fatal heart attack wasn't just some random tragedy. Sam was perfectly healthy and doing well following her surgery, so it seems more like she was targeted. We could buy the idea that Sam simply had an embolism, but that's not very soapy and wouldn't fit with another clue writers already provided. One was with Lulu Spencer's ventilator getting messed with shortly before all the transplant drama. Since the show focused on that powered-down ventilator so much, we have to believe the mystery of who's behind it will be important. Cyrus Renault makes the most sense considering he was in Lulu's room shortly before it happened. That could connect to buzz about Cyrus tampering with Sam's IV bag or doing something else to cause a sudden medical nosedive. It's possible that Cyrus was trying to help Lulu into the afterlife until he saw that she could be saved. From there, Cyrus might have decided Sam should take her sacrifice a step further, paving the way for Lulu to reunite with Dante down the road and truly get her life back on track. Then again, maybe there will be some other motive behind Cyrus' potentially fatal plot. Regardless, Cyrus is an interesting suspect to mull over. Perhaps Cyrus could crash Sam's funeral while keeping a huge secret about his responsibility in her demise. On the other hand, Cyrus might lurk in the shadows until everyone's gone and ultimately make a confession at Sam's grave after her burial. Naturally, it's also possible that someone else entirely is to blame for killing Sam. Maybe even someone who seems innocent and hides in plain sight with the other mourners. No matter how it all plays out, our predictions point to some twists and turns when it comes to Sam's grim fate. General Hospital spoilers say Sam's funeral could lead to some shockers, so stay tuned for updates on all the stunning news to come. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Messy Syrup. It's me, Abby, here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. General Hospital spoilers reveal that Sam McCall isn't even buried yet, but the show may already have her replacement in the works, at least when it comes to Scout Quartermain's new mother figure. Drew Quartermain is feeling lost now that Sam's gone, so he's going to have a tough time navigating things in the coming months. Of course, Scout has plenty of extended family members and other loved ones who will gladly pitch in. However, Sam's demise has left a motherly void that someone, namely Willow Corinthos, might be poised to fill. At the end of the November 6th episode, Scout had a special request. Drew was about to take Scout upstairs when she asked Willow to help tuck her in. writers haven't shown Scout and Willow being particularly close up to now. That moment felt like a sudden shift, one that's meant to potentially slide Willow into a fill-in mom role. Now that Willow has hooked up with Drew, it's even possible they'll have a baby together and give Scout a sibling. The show may be setting the stage for Willow to have a very different future. Let's face it, Willow and Michael Corinthos' marriage is toast. It's tough to imagine any universe where Michael and Willow can come back from all the betrayals to fix what's broken. Willow and Michael will always be co-parents to Wiley Corinthos and Amelia Corinthos, but divorce may be inevitable. That could pave the way for Willow to slide into Drew's family unit with Scout. Perhaps Scout will strengthen her bond with Willow and lead to a messy blended family down the road. In other words, the show might pour salt in the wound for Sam fans by having Willow steal her motherly spot so quickly. General Hospital spoilers say Willow has some major changes ahead of her, so stick with us for updates on any divorce news and predictions on her next chapter. General Hospital spoilers reveal that Brooke Lynn Quartermaine will sit down with Harrison Chase and talk about the things we can do to make it happen. It sounds like Brooke Lynn will be discussing ways of getting pregnant sooner, so she might suggest more privacy would be helpful. Brooke Lynn and Chase are about to make an important choice together, so that could involve moving out of the Quartermaine mansion. Meanwhile, Alexis Davis will have Danny Morgan and Scout Quartermaine's living arrangements on her mind. In Friday's preview video, Alexis tells Olivia Quartermaine that she thinks Scout and Danny should come live with her. Of course, Olivia may have concerns about whether Alexis can really keep it together enough to support the kids right now. Jason Morgan and Drew Quartermaine will have to weigh in eventually as well, but Alexis will believe her home can provide the most stability for Danny and Scout. Over with Tracy Quartermaine, she'll tell Cody Bell that he's lucky he dodged a bullet. Tracy may admit she never thought Sasha Gilmore Corbin was right for Cody, and things obviously would have been worse if the cousins had actually slept together. After Tracy gives her version of a pep talk, she'll do some strategizing with Cody. We'll see if that involves Cody's efforts to buy Serenity or perhaps a Drew takedown plot. Although Drew gave Cody hush money, Tracy may insist he deserves a downfall. As for Rick Lansing, he'll visit Anna Devane and put her through a grilling session. Since Anna doesn't owe Rick any explanations, she may turn her attention back to waiting for updates on the Diamond drama and Sasha's rescue efforts. GA spoilers say Jason will be summoned to the police station at some point, but he'll be busy negotiating with Sidwell in the meantime. After Jason meets with Jen Sidwell, he'll insist on seeing Sasha before he hands over the diamonds. Jack Brennan will lurk in the shadows and let his team know that no one moves without hearing from him first. We'll see Brennan do his part to get Sasha out of this mess, but Holly Sutton and Robert Scorpio will still be worried sick. Over the phone, Robert and Holly will push for news on whether their daughter is alive. There will be some nail-biting moments, especially since it looks like Sidwell's about to set off a major explosion. General Hospital spoilers say that could be this week's epic cliffhanger, so we'll bring you more predictions on the fallout of Sidwell's actions. Anna is starting to have serious doubts about whether Valentin and Charlotte are still alive. The more she investigates, the murkier each lead becomes, and every step forward seems to only lead her into a dead end. Despite Brennan's best efforts, he is unable to provide the precise answers that Anna desperately needs. This uncertainty leaves Anna feeling restless, uneasy, and aware that relying solely on what Brennan can offer will never be enough to uncover the truth. Driven by worry and a growing sense of responsibility, Anna realizes that she must take action. She knows it's time for a bolder approach, one that involves a daring plan to uncover the truth herself. With her instincts and experience, Anna decides to launch her own private investigation into the whereabouts of Valentin and Charlotte, even if it means facing significant dangers and challenges. She reaches out to Spinelli, her trusted ally and tech expert, to help investigate whether Valentin and Charlotte might still be alive. Though Anna trusts Spinelli's abilities, she can't shake the nagging fear that Brennan, once someone she trusted, may be hiding dark secrets behind his involvement in the investigation. This growing unease intensifies as Anna realizes Brennan is far from transparent and may be orchestrating schemes that could alter the course of the investigation. This leaves her feeling as though she's standing in front of a ticking time bomb that could explode at any moment. When Spinelli informs Anna that he has found evidence suggesting Valentin and Charlotte may have died, Anna is devastated. The shock is so overwhelming that she nearly loses her footing, unable to believe what she's hearing. Images of Valentin and Charlotte flash through her mind, deepening her pain and regret. She recalls the intense confrontations and unforgettable memories with Valentin, a man she once considered an essential part of her life. Despite their complex and conflicted relationship, this harsh reality plunges Anna into despair and confronts her with a heavy sense of guilt, wondering if she inadvertently led Valentin and Charlotte into a situation from which they couldn't escape. The weight of responsibility only strengthens her resolve to seek the truth, even knowing the dangerous journey ahead could come at a high cost. For Anna, this investigation has evolved beyond simply finding answers. It has become a personal mission to atone for past mistakes, protect those she loves, and ultimately rediscover herself within the deepest secrets of her life. Anna is in a state of emotional turmoil, barely able to control her feelings when she decides to share these secrets with Laura. Hoping for sympathy and relief, Anna is taken aback by Laura's unexpected reaction, which makes the situation even more unpredictable. Laura's shock upon hearing about Charlotte's death thickens the tension between the two. At the same time, news of Charlotte's death reaches Lulu, who has just awoken from a long coma. Having already endured much loss, Lulu is profoundly changed by the heartbreak of learning about her beloved daughter. Lulu no longer seems like herself. She has become darker and colder than ever. Her pain and fury ignite a fire within her, fueling her determination to seek the truth and exact revenge on anyone involved in Charlotte's death. Lulu now carries a darkness in her gaze that's never been seen before, and she is unafraid to confront anyone who stands in her way. Anna realizes that Lulu is being consumed by hatred, and she begins to fear what might happen next. In a moment of clarity, Anna understands that the storm of emotions building within Lulu is more than just a mother's grief. It has transformed into a ruthless, unyielding resolve. The situation in Port Charles is now like a powder keg, ready to explode. With Lulu sinking deeper into darkness, those around her are increasingly alarmed as she begins to reveal a new frightening side. Anna worries that these secrets and Lulu's quest for revenge could lead her down a path of no return. The absence of Valentin and Charlotte has left a significant hole in the program's storyline. Their departure raises unresolved questions and profoundly alters the plot, affecting the remaining characters. General Hospital spoilers reveal that Michael Corinthos will get an alert on his phone about some motion detected on a baby monitor. This may be something Michael typically uses to help him keep an eye on Amelia Corinthos. GA's weekly promo shows Michael pulling something up that says he can click for the live video. Michael looks downright horrified by whatever's on the live cam feed moments later, so we can make a prediction about where this is going. Willow Corinthos' voice can seemingly be heard on the preview clip, insisting this is a horrible mistake no one can ever know about. It certainly sounds like Willow's about to make yet another blunder with Drew Quartermaine. Since Michael will deal with some suspicions later during the week of November 4 to 8, it's possible this whole baby monitor thing is a trap. Michael has good reasons not to trust Willow and Drew, so he might rig this monitor and try to catch the pair on camera, just to see what they're up to behind closed doors. Then again, maybe it'll be Michael's accidental discovery if Willow simply forgot the baby monitor was left behind in a particular room. Regardless, Michael's horrified reaction leads us to believe Willow and Drew will get caught on camera doing something they shouldn't be doing. Since it wouldn't be all that shocking for Michael to see Drew and Willow kissing again, there's a good chance they're about to take things to the next sizzling level. It makes sense for Willow to comfort Drew over Sam McCall's demise and get swept up in the moment with him. Drew and Willow may strip down for a passionate encounter, all while Michael watches on that live cam feed we mentioned. Of course, Michael already hooked up with Sasha Gilmore Corbin, so he's not blameless in all this. Even so, that won't stop Michael from blowing his top, once he most likely sees Willow betraying him with Drew in the worst way possible. General Hospital spoilers say Michael will have to figure out what his next move's going to be, so we'll bring you updates on all the stunning news to come. General Hospital spoilers. Sam's funeral sparks deadly tensions. As General Hospital fans brace for Sam's funeral, emotions run high in Port Charles. The police department has yet to identify who was responsible for her tragic death, leaving a painful emptiness for her family and friends. Frustrations build as the investigation stalls, turning what should have been a solemn farewell into a dangerous game, with new suspicions and theories emerging by the day. At the center of the drama is the unresolved mystery of Sam's death. The police have marked Cyrus as the main suspect, but lack the evidence needed to prosecute him, which leaves Sam's loved ones wrestling with both their grief and the frustration of seeing the perpetrator remain free. Her family and friends, desperate for closure, find no comfort in the funeral, only doubt and anger that justice is still painfully out of reach. As they gather to mourn, suspicion brews among those closest to her. Friends and family question each other and themselves, wondering if justice will ever come and if they can live with the uncertainty. Sam's funeral may become a breeding ground for new conflicts, as grief gives way to the thirst for answers and the desire for retribution. Although Cyrus remains the primary suspect, a darker theory suggests Sam's death may have been part of a larger criminal conspiracy. Some believe Heather, another figure with a deeply troubled past, may have joined forces with Cyrus in a plot to kill Sam. If true, this duo could have orchestrated a flawless plan to eliminate her without leaving a trace. The possibility that Sam's death was part of a broader scheme adds to her family's devastation, as they wonder if she was merely the first victim in a planned series of murders. For Port Charles, this case isn't just a murder, it's a battle against a shadowy criminal network. The involvement of Cyrus and Heather, with their history of manipulation and ruthlessness, poses a chilling threat that could endanger more lives. Their alleged alliance has left residents fearful, knowing that the power they wield may bring more tragedy. Sam's funeral, meant to be a somber moment of reflection, could turn into a tense and dangerous showdown. Sources hint that both Cyrus and Heather may attend, heightening the risks for everyone present. Their potential presence at the service would be a haunting reminder of their power, fueling fear and suspicion even further. What should be a day of remembrance could instead spiral into a scene of manipulation and violence, especially if Cyrus and Heather are emboldened to push their agenda. Their appearance would signify a disregard for exposure and an intention to keep Port Charles in their grasp. This looming danger overshadows the funeral, as loved ones fear they might be next in line. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Your opinions matter, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.